Hello! Let's talk about water. This is the main and the first ingredient if you are seeking more healthier life. You might ask, what about water? I'm drinking it every day. There's nothing to do more about it. Well, there is. Many people are a little bit dehydrated. They are not drinking enough water as they should. Water. So the problem is that most of the people, if they want to snack, we go and eat some food, some snacks, some chips, some bread snacks and some other. How our bodies worked and what happened in the past. In the past, if somebody wanted some food, felt hungry, they would get the food. But the food in the past, when humans were evolving, had a lot of water in it. It was fruits, vegetables, maybe meat sometimes, but usually they had much more water in the food itself than now. Now take a look at the food you are taking for the snacks. Bread, chips and some other. Do they have any water? No, we don't. So what happens? Your body says, hey, I'm feeling hungry. Okay, I'll get some food. And that food does not contain any water. You eat that food and your body says, hey, but I'm still hungry. Whoa, you just got the food. So the main issue is that your body needs water, your body needs fluids to be healthy. If you go to the cellular level, even your cells needs water for all kind of prevention for the body to be healthy. For today's video, I have made a list of some videos that are already created by other creators, so you could watch and see more about the water. Because why to recreate everything when there is so much material already created? I'm gonna go through the list, but I have made a playlist and you can find it in the right top corner where all the videos are placed, and you can just start it like now. I have started that playlist and it's on the screen, so you can just start it and watch all those videos. But in this case, I'll talk about not all the videos I have added to the playlist, but about the most important, that why do we need the water? The first video I have prepared for you is what would happen if we didn't drink water. That's quite important, I would say, to know what would happen to our bodies if we would stop drinking water. This is a TED Talk, actually you can see it in here, and it's nicely animated. So the first thing that is very important is that our body consists mostly of water. From 60 to 70% of our body is water. Well, blood is kind of water as well. So that is very important that we would have enough water to drink. Men should drink around 2.5 3.7 liters a day. You would need to drink around 5 to 8 such cups of the water during a day. So delicious. For women, a little bit less, around 2.7 liters a day, because, well, their body is usually smaller and has slightly different structure. Your food is also very important. Well, not just to drink water, but you can get some water from the food you eat as well. Fruits, for example, also contains a lot of water. But if you eat bread, pasta or some other dish, they might not contain that much water. So keep that in mind. Not all food has a lot of water in it, but some natural foods, yes, they are a good choice as well. And if you drink enough water, there is a huge possibility that you will have less diseases. Like it prevents from cancer cells and some other diseases to start in your body. That is very important as well. Now another video I want you to watch or tell you about it would be what would happen if you drink too much water. The opposite of what I just talked before. Too less water and too much water. But this is very important as well, because if you drink a lot of water at once, you will have some issues as well. And many people does not know how to drink it correctly. So if you're thirsty and you want to drink some water, do it with small sips, like I'm doing now. As often as possible. If I would take this whole cup and I would drink it at once, that would not be good for my body, because everything would be just fluid and the water can wash some important and necessary minerals for your body. So in this video you can see all the explanation, also very nicely animated, why it is important to drink water with small sips. Now another topic on the totally other side is what would happen if you would stop drinking water as well. What would happen to your body if you stop drinking water entirely? Of course, the result I can already tell you, would be really bad. First thing, well, of course, all the explanation you can see in this video, but most important thing, that your brain tissue would shrink if you are missing the water. And of course, your capabilities of thinking and so on would decrease. Another thing, if you are feeling thirsty, that means you're already missing the water. One more topic that is covered in this video. Unfortunately, on Earth, there is not so many drinkable water. Around 2.5% of all the water is a fresh water. Only less than 1% is drinkable water. So this resource is really valuable and you should consider it. You should not waste it, and you might think it's like for granted, but actually it's not. In some places, in some areas of the world, it's already a huge issue and people does not have access to the water. So if you do, drink it, be healthy and don't waste it. Every drop matters. Now you might say, hey, but I'm drinking a lot of soda and some other drinks and teas and so on. And I would say back, that is not the same. Soda, especially soda, is a really bad thing for your health. If possible, you should not drink it at all, because it has a lot of sugar in it. It's like one can has 46 grams of sugar. That's huge, that's a lot. What happens when you get that much sugar? This will erode your teeth very quickly. Another thing, you might get diabetes and some other sicknesses because of that sugar. We'll talk about sugar in the next video. Actually, if it's already created, you will see a notification here on the right top corner, but I'm going to work on this very soon. This is not a good product to use if you are seeking a healthy life. Your health might decrease from a lot of sugar. Most likely you will get some weight that you might not want. It's hard to believe, but aging is faster when you are drinking a lot of drinks with a lot of sugar. So in this nice video you can see more about that, more things about why soda is not good to drink. If possible, you should not drink it at all, but well, for now let's leave it how it is. I'm not drinking it, I can tell you, for now, for sure, because that's really, well, it's sweet, it's sweet, delicious, but my health is more important than that sweetness of that drink. That's for sure. Okay, now as we talked about the main things about the water, you might think, okay, So how to know if I'm drinking enough water or not? So here is one more great video for you, which covers signs of the water if you're drinking not enough of the water. The main things that are important is, like I mentioned before, from 60 to 70% of human body is water. So if you're not drinking enough water, what do you think will happen to the water that's inside you? It will start to disappear. Yes, because your body needs water, and if you're not giving enough of that water, or if your body says, hey, I'm feeling thirsty, give me some water, and you just give him some dry crap, some food that is dry, the body will take that as a fat, will keep it in your body, and where you most likely would not want it to be, and it will still say, hey, I'm still thirsty, give me more. So that's why you might want to eat more. And again, talking about our body, you probably already know that all the living organisms are made from the cells. So cells, it's very important that your cells would have enough water. This is to prevent the diseases and some other things. So keep that in mind. If you are drinking not enough water, intercellular levels of the water may decrease as well. And then, of course, in cells as well. And when some diseases, some issues, some, for example, headaches or some pains might start. Also, very important thing is that water washes the toxins away from your body. Well, the food industry nowadays does not care about our health, and most likely you'll get those toxins from the food you are eating anyway. So it's important to drink enough water that those toxins would be washed away from your body. That means more healthy life. And like I said, if body starts to missing the water, you might feel it not in a very nice way. For example, your eyes. I'm not sure if you noticed or not, but they are covered, they are not dry. If they are dry, you will feel the pain and you might need some medicine to keep them not dry at all the time. If you're using contact lenses, you will feel that very quickly, you might have some pain. And one more thing, that the way how to check if you are drinking enough water is take your hand, I'll try to show it here, and around this area, press it and release it. If the skin gets back very quickly, like it was before, that means you are hydrated and you have enough water. If you press, release, and the skin stays, at least for a little bit, that pressed position, that means that you don't have enough water. Your body needs more water. So keep that in mind. This is a very simple method to check if you are hydrated or not. Now, one more very important thing. I already told you that when you are drinking water, you should drink it in small sips. Like this. That's, by the way, water. Just water. I don't have any glass, so I'm using a cup. But trust me, this is water. So it's very important to drink it with small sips and not drink it too much water at once. That's the first thing when you are drinking water. Some other things that are covered in this video is that you should not drink water after you have meal. And before meal, if you are drinking water before meal, please try to have at least 30 to 40 minutes break, that your cells would be able to take the water you just drink. After a meal, the time period should be a little bit longer, because you might just wash all the food you just ate. So if you're eating some lunch, dinner, it doesn't really matter. Drink water together with your food. Don't just eat and then drink glass of the sweet drink, that like many people do it. So that's a really bad idea, to have a cup or a glass of some kind of sweet drink and to wash everything away. You might feel some digestive issues soon if you do this. Now another question you might ask is, what temperature water should I drink? Hot, cold, or room temperature? Well, the answer is the best would be to drink room temperature water. So like have a bowl of water somewhere in the room that it would have the same temperature. If you drink it too cold, your body will get like a little bit of shock when you drink it, and that's not a very good. Blood vessels might shrink if it gets cold water, so that's not the best idea as well. Of course, it's better to drink cold water than not drink water at all. So that's for sure. If it's a hot day, it's better to drink cold water than no water at all, or any other day. For the hot water as well, tea, maybe it's a different story. You can drink a hot tea, but hot water, I'm not sure if that would be very delicious to drink it. So that's very important as well. Now, one more important thing about drinking the water is that you, if you can, of course, drink the water in the early morning as well. Because when you sleep, you will lose some water from your body through the sweat. Because you're sweating, it's hot, it's warm, hot environment, and usually people are sweating during the night. Well, you might not feel it because it's like 7, 8 period of time, but that counts. So if you can, once you wake up, drink a little bit of water. In this video they say that have a cup of the water near your bed and take some sips once you wake up. I personally like to wash my mouth first, because on my tongue usually there is a layer of some toxins, I would say, that gets there during the night period, the nighttime. So that's why I like to wash my mouth first and then drink a cup of the water. Then do some stuff and eat breakfast after about 30 minutes or so. So that water I just drink would take into my body. I'll talk later in my other videos how I change my breakfast habits, but for now, let's keep the mind on the water. And the same way, if you can, drink some water before going to the bed. Of course, don't drink too much, because you might want to pee during the nighttime, and that might disturb your night sleep. That is not so good as well. So try to drink a little bit of water. Well, usually, like I said, the best way would be like to have some sips during your evening routine, like if you're watching some movie or doing some work and so on. Have the cup or the glass of water with you all the time, so you just sit and just take a sip from time to time, and you will stay hydrated. And what was quite surprisingly for me, well, in this video you will see a more descriptive, more information about that, but if possible, try to sit while drinking the water, because it turns out that if you are drinking the water while walking, you most likely drink more water at one time, because, well, you're walking. So that is not so good as well. Of course, it's better than not to have water. If you drink whole bottle, then it's really bad. It's really bad. But if you're drinking, not bigger sips, that's better than not drink water at all. But if possible, if you have a chance, give like yourself 5 minutes to sit down, or stand at least, but it's better to sit down and nicely drink water in some small sips. And for the end, there is a video about 8 benefits of drinking water. So quite many things I already covered in my talk in this video, but in this video, actually you are seeing it on the screen now, it's like mentioned 8 most important things for the drinking why drinking water is good. It's like most important things in one video. So in short, it helps with our movement, it helps with our cells, it improves our immunity system. That's a very important thing, because less diseases, better for you. And it increases your energy levels and your metabolic rate. That means that you will take the food faster in your body and it will not stay in your body. I think my metabolic rate is quite high already, but now when I'm thinking now, I'm drinking water for all the time. I kind of like it. I like to drink water like in little sips and whole day. So that might also be the reason why my metabolic rate is quite high. I talked about in the first video, in my introduction video, you can see it like right here. The water will help the toxins to get away from your body. And like I said, toxins will increase your aging. So if you want to look more younger and more healthy, water, well, will help with that as well. So that's about it. That's the main things about the water and why you should drink it. Like I said, the first thing to do if you want to have more healthy life, start to drink more water. If you're drinking quite enough water now, increase it a little bit more. It won't be bad. 5 to 8 glasses a day, that's very important. Try to do that. And the question for you, for Vend, which water is better, hot or cold? Type in the comments below. Well, of course, if you watch the video, you will see the answer already, but if not, try to guess. So, thank you for watching. I hope this was useful. I am going to cover other things that I change in my path for more healthy life soon. I will find some videos for you for the easy looking, for the easy information, because it's, I think, much easier to turn on, for example, the playlist and watch the videos than read a book or some article. So I'm going to go this way. I'm not going to recreate the videos that other creators already created, because there are plenty of them. I'll just pick the best ones and I will add them to one playlist so that you could easily see them and that you could easily get the information about that. And of course I will tell you about that as well. So drink more water, stay healthy, click that bell button, that subscribe button, that really helps, and see you next time.